What's going on, peoples? We have Evaluation of Love, episode 18. You know what I mean? I want number one, we want to just thank everybody, man, for your love, your support, your comments, everything that you guys have been doing. We truly appreciate it. You know what I mean? Um, and yeah, you know what I mean? We are in still the love season, as I call it, springtime. All right. You know what I mean? And we definitely have love in the air. All right. And we evaluating that love in the air. So we played a little game at the end of the show. We really see that you guys enjoyed it. And it's gonna lead to our topic today. But before I get into that, right? Got introduced, the nice lady in YouTube, as she calls herself, Miss Polly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Miss Polly, what's
Um,
going on with you there? How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty okay. I'm feeling good about today. Feeling good.
Okay. As long as you're staying out of trouble, Miss Polly. As long as you're staying out of trouble.
No
That's all
promises.
that matters.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Hopefully you're not harming, anybody. And as
Wow.
always, no animals were harmed in the filming of this pre-record. Okay. All right.
Wow.
Just want y'all to know that. Okay. So we didn't harm any animals in filming this. With that being said, so based on that game last week, we have a question, and definitely we would love to see you guys' response to this question. After you watch the pre-record, um, what are the dating preferences based on age and race? You know what I mean? That is the question today. You know, and what do you think, Miss Polly? Do you think there are dating preferences based on age and race? And why is that? And why does that play a factor? I'll let you go first, and then I will definitely answer the question myself.
hmm Um, but yes, they do play preferences. Um, obviously play a part in who we choose, and culture plays a part. In such things. So like we were having our game last week, and yeah, one of the things we were bringing up was ages and who would be attracted to those people, those particular people, and like what their chances are of meeting particular folks. So I think that's really important when you're out here trying to date too. I think organic love is great. It's great when you have an attraction to someone, you feel their energy, and you're drawn to them. At the end of the day, it's a little bit more than that. And love can only take you so far. There has to be obviously a little bit more to keep the connection on for longer than the honeymoon phase, and you have to work on
Wait,
things.
wait, 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 Miss Polly, wait. So wait, you're saying that love is not enough?
Uh, right, right.
I... okay, this will be one of the few times that Miss Polly, have a disagreement. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, for me, if love is not enough, then nothing will be enough. You know what I mean? Because if I don't love you and I don't have that, then nothing else you can give me will suffice. Money won't suffice. Nothing else suffice. But if you do love me, we
Mm,
can work on everything else. If I love you, I can work on everything else. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean? And vice
mm.
versa. So
Okay.
love is the power engine behind what we do. Now there's
I-
there's different aspects of it of what goes into that. Like there's different things that we do after that, or different things that or different characteristics love will empower. But yeah,
uh,
without love, we ain't got nothing. If I'm with you, Miss Polly, I don't love you, then shit, we
well,
we are literally just wasting time, literally, in my
well, the
opinion.
issue is that when people do this is where the problem is, and this is why I said such things. There are people who are bad for you but love you. There are people who are not intended to be with you who will love you. You can love people all day long, but love doesn't change what they want or what they need to get done for themselves. So you can love somebody all day long, but if they're in a bad place, you can love people who do drugs. You can love people who beat on you. Um, you can love people who abuse you. You can actually love them. And so I think that's where people are like, oh, you really love those people. And that's where a lot of times relationships who are in abusive relationships, they get, oh, well, like, how could you love somebody who does you dirty or does you wrong? Because you do love them. That's why you allow those things to happen a lot of times. So when I say like it's
Mm.
not enough, is that the love is a big part, but it's not the only factor because that has to be reciprocated. It has to be um what's that called? It has to be fed into or has to be hand in hand with a little bit of other factors. And so, like you said, if you love somebody who is extremely lazy, doesn't want to work or doesn't want to do stuff, like do you want to be in a relationship because you love them, um, with somebody who doesn't love themselves to do what they need to do? You know what I'm saying? So there's so many other factors, and that's where I said it's not enough. And even in these relationships that we were just talking about, where it's just like, okay, so these things like, are you in a relationship with a person because you want to have children, you want legacy, do you want to have prosperity, you want to love them, and in addition to, especially this generation of people, their priorities are extremely high because they want the love and the addition tos. So that's why I say that.
Okay. Now, listen. To me, that's not even love. That's infatuation and lust, right? Now, I'm basing my definition of love on what the Bible says love is, right? You know what I mean? In 1 Corinthians 13, it says love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not self-seeking, right? It doesn't look for its own satisfaction, its own. I'll just read it verbatim. You know what I mean? Because I don't get into my
Oh
little
Lord.
Christian phase. It is what it is, Miss Polly. Sometimes I'm gonna reference different things. You know what I mean? I can take a conversation to a whole bunch of different places. We know this already, right? So I'm going to quote this because it is relevant in this conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it says, "Love is patient, love is kind." It's 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through. Let me see, verses 4 through 8. Okay. It says, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others." Right? It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. Right? So if I'm loving someone that's beating on me or doing this, you know what I mean? Then that means that I am partaking in what they're doing. I am delighting in the evil that they're displaying towards me. And that's not love, because love does not delight in evil. It does not delight in anything that is anything negative, right?
But
You know what I'm saying?
you're
So
talking about the
base
one way. You're saying that they don't love you, but who cares if they love you? I said if
no, no,
you
I'm saying
love
I'm
them.
saying if I love them, right? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
love somebody that me thinking that I love somebody that is beating on me or doing this and doing that. I don't love them. I'm just infatuated with them. That's just
No,
lust.
they can love that person.
No, they don't love them.
Yeah,
They
they
think they love
do.
them. No,
That's
they don't.
I disagree. We'll disagree to there's a prejudice be lots of people who are elderly, people who have been in these long relationships that people even put all their hopes and dreams in, who have had men cheat on them, abuse them, and all kinds of things and manipulate them, and they still
They
love
are
them.
infatuated and lusting after
No,
this
that's not
person who
infatuation.
obviously
You
showing them.
should look up
It
infatuation
is.
first. Look up the word infatuation.
This person is an idol. You're idolizing
Look up
somebody.
infatuation
Okay,
and read
I will
that.
look at infatuation and idolization both.
Yeah, please do.
All right, we're gonna do that right now. You know what I'm saying? I like to be having this conversation. This makes me grin. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. Possessed with intense but short-lived passion or admiration for someone. Right? So that's infatuation. Right? Let's look at idolization. Okay. Idolization refers to the act of admiring someone or something to an excessive or almost worshipful degree. It involves a strong feeling of devotion and reverence, often bordering on blind adoration. Okay? So you're infatuated, and then infatuation becomes idolization.
No, you're not infatuated with someone who beats your ass.
Oh,
That's not
Lord
what
have mercy.
happened. You love the person and you allowed them to do something under the guards that they were going to stop or whatever. But this is a whole other topic. So the whole point is that we can agree, disagree. You can have this discussion on another time. But what you're talking about,
Miss
what
Polly,
we're
I'm gonna
talking
put you
about
in 20
now
headlocks.
is does
I'm gonna put you in 25 headlocks, Miss Polly.
yeah, we're gonna talk about does those
Okay, so
age and
I'm
stuff.
gonna answer the initial question because that's
Okay.
not fair, right? I only reacted to what you said, right? So I'm gonna make a note, and I'm glad Miss Polly, said what she said. I'll make a note about this. Is love enough? I'm making a note in that right now on my iPhone. That's gonna be one of our topics, right? It might be the next topic, who knows? But I'm gonna put is love enough? Ooh, that's gonna be a topic right there. All right, that's gonna be a topic. But to talk about what we were talking about today, I think everything is a factor in relationships. I think your age is a factor, your race is a factor, right? And even your religion or your moral beliefs can be a factor. All these things are a factor because we have preferences, right? So these things come up because of our preference, right? So I'm only thinking about these other type of things because these are things that I desire. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do whether this person is really a good mate for me or not, right? So I'm looking at all these different aspects. Now, listen, you know what I mean? These things can become factors because when we look at these things, it can shape a person's personality, right? Or our view of their personality, right? Because sometimes we can say, oh, I'm dating somebody who's a Catholic, who is Caucasian, and who is 32, right? So I believe that they are a liberal, right? But they're conservative, right? And they don't really go out that much. They really focus on working, and they're really a homebody, right? Because they're in their 30s, so they're more about building their life. Now, if it was somebody that was 22, Caucasian and Catholic, yeah, they have a core belief, but they're still not mature. They're still kind of trying to figure things out, right? They may be going to college or entering the last phases of college because around 22, you kind of entering your second or third year of college, right? Really like your third year, so you about to get up out of college, right? Around that time. So you are in a different phase of life, right? So, and of course, when it comes to culture, religion, and age, right? We know that a lot of times, based on these factors, you know what I mean? Certain people act a certain way based on those things, right? So, you know what I mean? We can see where, all right, if we're dealing with somebody who is of this culture, you know what I mean, who follows different moral beliefs and practices, right? They may respond or may treat other cultures or me because I'm a part of another culture a little differently than somebody who is of their culture, right? Who does believe in what they believe in, right? And who may be even of the same age or age bracket, right? So these things definitely can become factors. I don't think they're the end all, the be all, right? But they are factors, and they do basically, outline and show who we gonna be with and how successful that relationship is really gonna be within the end. You know what I mean? I'll land there, Miss Polly. What you got to say?
Oh, yeah, I think it's a good pointers there. But yeah, I think that if you're out here trying to get yourself some booze, I say with the S, um, I think that like you said, the age is a big factor.
So
Um,
you're not talking to the monogamy people. I got you.
no, I am, but not many people be out here in the streets too. Stop playing games. Y'all be
Wow.
out here trying to find a boo, and when you find one you think you might want to be with, or you get tired of um not sure if
You
that
get
person.
tired of them?
I said
What?
you get tired of them not being like with just you, then you'd be like, oh, we gotta. Like, hey, don't take my word for that. Y'all know I'm talking crap.
No, 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 no. We want to hear what you gotta say.
I say what I had to say. Monogamous people be out in these streets hard and heavy. They be out in the streets
mm,
regardless of monogamy. You know what I'm saying? A monogamy
mm.
to me means just one on one to in the moment, and then 10 minutes later with somebody else. That's what it is. And y'all might get sensitive and they'll say, "Oh, that's probably," and be like, "Yeah,
The
but
world?
the person you left, you probably won't see again." Y'all do that white one night stand stuff too much.
Wow.
Yeah, that's weird. Y'all don't think? I
Wow.
think that's weird as hell. But anyway, who am I?
Wow.
Who am I? Y'all be knocking down one night stands like they McDonald's French fries, just back to
What?
back to back. Anyway,
What?
I was saying
Wow.
we're
Miss
gonna
Polly is
press
really, is
forth,
really going
press
really
forth.
going on the tangent against some monogamy people. Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
not. I didn't say nothing wrong with monogamy.
Yeah,
Monogamy
like,
people I just need monogamy people to just possibly be more monogamous. Like, okay, well, that's a contradiction because that's what monogamous people do, like French fries. So maybe they need
wow.
to be more um uh I don't know. I don't think they're really monogamous anyway. But anyway, that's
What?
nor here
I
nor
gotta,
there.
I gotta play this meme, and I haven't played a meme in a long time, but I
Damn.
have to play this right now. Let's get it, y'all.
Wow. That, sir, was quite an entrance.
Wow.
I mean, what? I mean, that's what I mean. That's what this dating game out here. Springtime is like rabbits. Y'all just out here trying to hunt everything, and then after that, y'all got a whole bunch of bunny babies.
Who's making a bunch of babies?
That's what they trying to do in the springtime.
Okay, yes, the pheromones are heightened in the springtime, right?
All
And I
right,
think in our human nature, yes, we want to do, to do more in the springtime. You know what I mean? Because
that's
it's
what it
just the
sounds like.
body.
It sounds like this in the
Wow.
springtime.
Wow. Not
Okay,
the sound effects. Wow.
yeah, that's sound effects.
Wow.
I'm just trying to
Wow.
be helpful.
It's just human nature, but human nature doesn't mean that you have to give up all your morals and standards. You know what I mean? It's just human nature, right?
I don't think they. I mean, I don't know if half the people out here are moral to anything because morals were based on so most of the time are based on religious factors, and most people aren't following or their religion. Anyway, the whole point is to get focused back on the back on this. You know what I'm saying? We all ready for Hot Girl Summer Phase 3? I think that's what it is. The third year of Hot Girl Summer or something.
Wow.
I don't know.
Wow.
I ain't out in these streets, so I
You
don't
are
know. I can't.
shooting at everybody. Well, no, 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 don't say that. Do not
Back, back,
say that
back.
you
I'm not
are
in these
defending.
streets. I got captured, so I'm at home.
Okay, yeah, okay, okay. Yeah,
I'm at
okay.
my house. So
Uh-huh. I'm not even gonna say anything to that. I'm not even gonna say anything to
whatever.
that.
I
All
was
right.
in the
I'm
streets.
not
I
gonna
was in the
say
streets trying to
anything to
find a
that.
boo. I was trying to
Hmm.
find a boo, but that time has ended. We're done.
Oh, okay, so you're done. You Miss Polly is no longer Miss Polly. You're finished.
I didn't say I wasn't Miss Polly. What I said was I'm not running around eating French fries
Mm-hmm.
like at McDonald's, one after the other, going gobble 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 gobble, like monogamous people do. That's what I said.
Wow. Ma'am, what you saying don't make sense. Here's another meme for you. Miss
It
Polly
do, it do.
she done earned two memes in about less than 5 minutes, but this one's for her as well.
Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
I'm talking about the STD rate in Texas. That's the fuck I'm talking about.
You don't even live in Texas.
And y'all know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about the
Oh
STD rate
my
in Texas.
God. Then she
I
dropping
talk about how
F-bombs in here.
I talk about how California has the highest lifestyle area where everybody's getting everybody back to back.
You don't
I'm
live
talking
out here
about,
either. You don't live in
yeah, I'm bad
California.
is. They over the it's known for drive-bys, and I ain't talking about with guns. And listen,
Oh my gosh.
okay, I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Why are you shooting at everybody right now?
I'm
What's
not.
going on?
I'm not. I'm trying to help everybody be in the reality Okay, and then you got to be over there in Florida. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if those niggas know what condoms are. Listen, all I'm
Not
trying
the
to say.
N word too. What is going on with you today?
I'm sorry. I apologize, gentlemen. That's white or black or Asian, Spanish or Korean, which is still Asian.
You just got the whole United Nations on you
Caucasian.
right now.
I think Caucasians, they go over to Florida and they have Florida fun. What Florida fun is, bareback, wild
Hey,
moments that
whoa.
end in foolishness because half y'all don't live in the state. So, which means that y'all just do, once again, run around giving out D for free. And women, yeah, it's wild out there. You gotta be careful. Gotta protect yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let them tourists tear it up. Okay. Let's just put that out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here's another one. I got to give it one more time. I'm sorry, y'all. Here we go.
Wow. That, sir, was quite an entrance.
I'm trying to be helpful.
We had an initial question, and then Miss Polly started shooting at every single body within the dating market and just in relationship market, period, right? Monogamous, different races. She done named a bunch of different states that she don't even live in. This is why.
I'm being helpful. I'm giving out advice. You know, I'm just trying to be helpful, give out advice.
Here but me and her. I don't know what's going on right now.
Listen. In Georgia, like at that
now
point,
Georgia? Wow.
Georgia is home to the everybody can get it. That's what that is.
What?
Everybody can get it. It don't matter you man, woman. It don't matter. Everybody
these
can get
states that you name it. Have you been to any of these states?
Yeah, I'm telling you that they'll say they're not, but every time you go, there's always some really questionable things that happen. Like, well, the man yelled. The man was like, "Hey, your booty looks sexy." In Georgia, he might be talking about your man.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just being helpful. I'm just trying to be helpful. So, Georgia is a everybody can get it state.
Pause.
That's what it is.
Pause on that statement, and also, how you say you stay in your house and you know all this about every other state?
Yeah, I stay in my house. I don't leave my house. That's what the internet's for. It's like internet. It's like my condom. So I'm protected by the internet. And I don't get touched by the foolishness.
Yo, she is comparing the internet to physical protection. This is. Oh my gosh, Miss Polly. I don't know what's going on with your brain today. I don't know what's happening with you today.
I'm not done. I got like two more, like West Virginia. Oh wait, Virginia.
You got more? Okay, come on.
Yeah, Virginia. I mean, it's like you can get robbed and get knocked down. So you're gonna be getting robbed and knocked down.
Wow.
Little big gangsters out there. Ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. Wow. Okay, now I know everybody's thinking, oh, you forgot New York. They so aggressive out there. I mean, you feel like you've been assaulted verbally in general. Yeah.
Yo, I cannot believe that Miss Polly has all these biases against the whole United States of America.
I can't even really hold a conversation. I try because they just so aggressive. I just wish one of them would give me a hug. I dated a man from there. It rough. I always felt like he was yelling at me, and I didn't understand.
They can't give you a hug because you're nowhere near there.
I mean, I didn't meet him there. I met him in you know where I met him in? The bareback state. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I know.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You gotta watch out for them tourists, y'all. See them tourists? He came from up there. You see what I'm trying to tell you?
Miss Polly never leaves her home, but yes,
you gotta have lots of protection. You might as well go ahead and put on a whole plastic suit if you're gonna go to Florida. For all reasons, for wet and wild splashes, for oceans. Yeah, it's dangerous out there. You don't know what you're gonna run into. You gotta be careful. And then the tourists come there. You know that has like one of the highest serial killer numbers in that state because people just come and go, transit state. You know, they transitioning. Transmitting and transitioning state. That's what the hell that is. But I love it though. It's nice.
Now to the viewing audience, I don't know what Miss Polly talking about. I will say certain states have characteristics from what I know of, but I had no idea this was about to happen. You know what I mean? I keep telling you,
Mississippi and Kansas City is murky. They
Miss
murky.
Polly
They
is on a
murky.
rampage. So if you see her in public, if you are in the area that she's in, you see her in public, avoid her at all costs. And definitely, if you are a man, don't look in her eyes.
Oh
Okay?
wait, because then they gonna say I'm talking about this. I ain't talking about the state I'm in. So let me talk about the state I'm in. State I'm in is called the closet. They the closet. They all hiding. Everybody hiding what
They're
they
hiding
doing,
from
who they
you.
with.
They're hiding from you, Miss Polly. They're
They
hiding from
probably
you.
should do that. That's probably important. Because
That's
I'm from
very
the state.
important.
I'm from the state where, like I said, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, don't tell people where you live. Please don't do that. But if y'all do see
Then
Miss Polly in the general area that you are in, if you're watching this and you do see her, and you are a man, avoid her. Of course, if you're a woman, you're good. She ain't gonna do nothing. But if you're a man and you see her
wow,
and she smiles, especially if she smiles, run the other way. You know what I mean? And
these are
definitely, if you're a man,
lies.
do not look in her eyes. Okay? Look in the eyes, she gonna break you. Well, you
That's
already know.
lies. Listen, if y'all want a state by state, I gave most of the states. You know what I'm saying? I gave you most of the states. New Mexico's kind of dry.
I don't know what's going on. Miss Polly, you need to stop watching YouTube or whatever you're watching about these other states. You need to stop watching anything anything you watch about other states, please stop watching it right now. Okay? You know what I mean? In fact, we're gonna find a way to cancel her YouTube allowance, all right? And we're just gonna give her a bunch of books that she's gonna read, okay? Because Miss Polly's out of control. You know what I mean? She is out of control. She's out of control.
Okay, well, I mean, this is on topic. I'm saying, so who would date a man in prison? See what I'm saying? I bet you'd be.
You date somebody in prison, then you might as well be in there with them. I mean, for the most part,
You're supposed to give us statistics. Who? Yes, you remember like last time. White lady, black lady, who's? I need the top two.
Would date a man in prison?
Yeah, would date a 40-year-old man in prison.
A 40-year-old man in prison?
Yeah, he enough for 5 years.
A 40-year-old man in prison? That's either a very, very young woman or a middle-aged desperate woman. You know what I mean? An older woman will be like a third, but that's really rare because most older women are already with somebody at that point. But if you with somebody in prison, yeah, you either desperate or middle age, or you're very young. You know what I mean? I mean like very young. But if you're not middle age and you're not like basically like almost dang near a teeny bopper, because that's like some young people stuff, that foolishness. But if you're like really before middle age and you're like in your 30s or upper 20s, you ain't really seeking nobody in prison because you know who you are, and you're not even gonna even deal with that because it's gonna affect you building your life. But once a lot of people have built their lives and they don't have anybody, and now they're middle aged and nobody's there, oh, they may start doing a pen pal stuff. They may start seeking that prison love. You know what I mean? Because they're like, man, I got this house, I got this money and this car, and I got these kids possibly, maybe no kids depending, and now they're seeking love and affection from someone that is, that's also seeking not love and affection a lot of time. They're just seeking a house and somewhere to live and some money. You know what I mean? It's some intimacy. You know what I mean? On different levels. So, yeah. You know what I mean? I watched the Love Life Down show. And a lot of times those people who find those people in prison, it never goes well. And the reason why is because people that get out of prison, they're con artists, okay? They're conning you. They're telling you what you want to hear because ain't nobody else saying it to you. You know what I mean? Or nobody that you're interested in is saying it to you. And you are gravitating towards, the most lowest common denominator, and you basically are taking, I don't even say low hanging fruit, right? You're taking fruit that is on sale, but that's about to expire, right? This is basically poisonous fruit. It's on sale, and you're like, I could make it work. I could put it in a smoothie. It's like, it's about to be poison. I don't think you should put that in the smoothie. No. It's gonna be good. I can make this work. You know what I mean? And then when you leave it in the fridge for too long, right? Because you forgot. You know what I mean? You're like, no, I'm gonna just, I froze it. It should be good. No, it's gonna be poisonous, and you still drink it anyway. And now you got a stomach illness. You know what I mean? Or stomach virus, and now you hurting, and that could have all been avoided. You know what I mean? If you would have never messed with that person in the first place. But that is trial and error when you're dealing with people in prison. So I would not advise anyone to deal with anyone in prison. You know what I mean? That's just my take. But people can do what they want. People grow. You know what I mean? Y'all can do whatever y'all want. I wouldn't do it, nor will I advise it. But yeah. What say you, Miss Polly? What do you think?
I think late 20-year-old women, middle-aged women. Yeah. I think the late 20s, like a lot of that is control if it's women, to me, in my opinion. Because when that man comes out of jail, like, you're basically buying him. So when you putting all that money on his books, rack city up, he gonna come out trying to use your address, and he gonna come to your house. So you gotta have a place to stay at your house, and then he gonna give you out some deed. You know what I'm saying? He gonna do what he can. You know what I'm saying? And then he gonna make promises to you, like, I'm gonna take care of us and all that stuff. Knowing that he most likely can't get like a job right off bat is pretty good, because he's in jail. So then nobody trusts him like that. So he gonna tell you lies, and he gonna use your car and eat your food. Then you gonna get mad. But the only thing is, he can't leave. So some people are like, yeah, it's cool. He can stay here at the house. I'll take care of the bills. And then he sits there and he gets bored. And then he gonna end up running the streets because he's home bored. And then he don't feel like a man because you take care of everything. And then because he hadn't told you them lies. And then first off, he probably don't even like you like that. You know what I'm saying? He like what you can provide. And your provision is enough for him to fake it. And he has no attachment to you, so it don't matter. And then when he gets what he wants, which is ultimately his freedom.
Yeah.
Because your house is the second jail. I don't know if y'all knew that. Your house is the second jail. He went to the first jail. The second jail, he can at least get car privileges. And he can go outside, possibly without an ankle monitor. But he actually, I take that back. He got an ankle monitor because you probably got him a phone and you got it tracking on it. So at that point, he still got an ankle monitor. You was probation officer, bitch. Sorry. I apologize. Yep, that's where we are. You guys turned into a probation officer. Your house is a jail now.
Wow.
And the only thing is, you have to give that man money for you paying for D. That's wild. In your own house. Ain't that wild? Paying for D in your own house, and you got to put an ankle monitor on him, and then you got to feed him like he's a pet. It's too much.
But some people are willing to do that because they're lonely. You know what I mean? And let me tell you something. Loneliness and insecurity. Oh boy, that is a crazy combination, and that's what's going on in a lot of times. What happens when people are seeking, and it goes across boys, men and women both, because men do this too. When you seeking women in prison, or it's a woman seeking a man in prison, a lot of times, and most of the time, it's loneliness and insecurity. You don't believe that you can find somebody in the free world. You know what I mean? You have sunken so low. You were so just at the bottom of your barrel that you like, look, man, if I got to find somebody that is literally in prison and literally has basically, done so much, harm in society that they are now in the prison system, then I'm going to now seek this person right now. Salute to those who are in the prison system. You know what I mean? If you are fighting and you have become a better person, or you are innocent, salute to you. And I'm not judging you at all. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about those who ain't on that path, right? And a lot of times, I'm just gonna be honest, most of them not on that path. Most of them are con artists, and they are trying to, like you said, find a home, find food, you know what I mean, find intimacy, you know what I mean, and find money, right? So that's the thing, like, and if you're not understanding that, you're gonna get caught in a trap. You're gonna be caught in a trap, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, how in the world did I end up with this person? You know what I mean? And now they're in your house. Now it's hard for you to get them out. You know what I mean? Now you have that attachment to someone who don't really care about you, like Miss Polly says. So yeah, that is a big thing.
Yep.
Now, now I'm gonna ask this question before we get out of here because we're not on here long, y'all. We do what we got to do. We drop our content and we keep it moving, right? Now, Miss Polly, and you being Miss Polly, right? And excuse the outside noise, that is my laundry going off. Now, and you being you being you, right? And you being Polly, right? Does age and race matter to you when it comes to you finding, your partners?
Age does play a factor for me. A lot of people they have depending on how poly are, they have a little free range of whatever different people. I will say I have a range. I'm trying not to go under 3.
Mm.
Upwards. Upwards. I don't have a preference. It's more the person, but I do find it harder to find male partners who are older than me. Like I tend to when they're about 10 plus years older than me, it starts getting kind of they're just from a different era, and so understanding what this is and the difference between this and other things, sometimes they're just already stuck in that mindset, and everything else, even if they like me, it's like they're still stuck in that, and it's hard for them to maneuver. Not everybody. I do date older people. I am currently doing that, but it's difficult. I'll say. And he said race. I like my chocolate brothers. I try to date some outside races. I'm okay with that. Talked to a guy from Afghanistan. He's pretty cool. Mexican before, talked to one of them. And when we talk, it's just trying to get to know them. It's just I'm open to it, but I do like my black melanated gentlemen out here. I like they very positive in my mind.
Aww.
So a high five to y'all. Okay. Anything else play a factor? I think kind of being a little bit independent, whatever that is, or not just being independent as a man. But other than that, I try not to be too ridiculous. Like I can't have you wearing dresses. That's too much. No, that's a little too liberal. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. I mean that. No, seriously, Miss Bay. There are a guy they call themselves like film males, and they like literally get their hair dyed. They get their more than metrosexual. They wear makeup and everything, full on makeup. It's not like lipstick per se, but their eyebrows done. They have they might wear lip gloss possibly, but some of them were they're like higher than metrosexual, and I that's too much. Just being helpful.
I was trying to avoid this, but
wow, that sir was quite an entrance.
Wow.
What? I don't think that's for me. That's all I'm trying to say. No judgment.
This has been a very interesting stream and recording in more ways.
But there's other people, because some people might be like, or the guys who are bisexual. That's not for me, but that's okay.
Wow.
Well, that might be a thing. There's some girl I've met women who want bisexual boyfriends. So I'm just saying.
Everyone, springtime is definitely in the air. Miss Polly is definitely on the loose.
How? I'm being helpful. What about women who like other women? Would you date a woman who like other women?
Oh wow! Why is she doing this?
This is in general. This is for other people. I'm saying is if you had if you make a preference, like if you would go back, I'm saying would that be a no-go for you? A lady who like other women who not that they're doing it, they might be monogamous, but they had entertained other women in their life.
If I really love them and care about them, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could ever do that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
If it was somebody that I was just like messing with here and there, even that would be kind of a
What about the wrestling lady?
I probably wouldn't mind at that point because it's just somebody I'm messing with. I don't really care.
You
But
feel about the wrestling lady?
Oh man, this probably is funny.
That's messed up. You ain't gonna answer that? That's messed up.
You're not getting me to talk about her, okay?
I didn't even say a name. All I asked is if she said that, would you be like, okay?
I plead the fifth on that one, man. I'm not.
Damn, that's fucked up.
It's probably trying to get me in trouble right now, y'all.
No, I'm not. That's a legit question.
Listen, I am not talking about, you know what I'm saying, my wrestling adoration for a particular wrestler, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And
she might have ate some pie one time in her life. Would you date her?
Man, oh man. This has been Evaluation of Love.
No, wait, because because if somebody came to me and was like, "Hey, I sucked a hot dog before," I'd be like, "Listen, that's cool, but that's not for me."
Pause, whoa.
I would say that wasn't for me.
What are you talking about, man? I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Whoa, you are tripping.
I'm trying to be inclusive.
Whoa.
I'm being inclusive.
Whoa. Listen. To each his own, okay? If you wanna if he oh man.
What you saying over there?
If he has done something in his past that's kind of borderline out there and you still want to mess with him, that is on you, ma'am. Okay? I don't know if you will or you won't. For me, that ain't really my cup of tea. I'm not really on that type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I'm saying if the lady said she ate some box before, she's like, "Hey, listen, I've done it before, but I just want you to know, I kind of think girls are sexy. Let's go on a date." I'm just saying.
I don't even know how that conversation would even come up.
Easily, you ask her, she tells you, "I want you to know I ate box before." That's how it came up, just like that.
But why would she randomly say that?
It's not random. It's giving you information about herself. I used to date women at one time in my life, sir.
Going out, chilling, having fun. You know what I mean? And she's like, hey, I just want to tell you, I was eating a sandwich. Hey, man, I just want to tell you, man.
Yeah, you eating sandwiches, and then Becky walks by and is like, hey, just wanted to say hi. I haven't seen you like in a couple years. And she's like, yeah, that used to be my ex. That's how it came up, like that.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
That's legit. Could happen.
Listen, Miss Polly, you throwing out a lot of different scenarios, and I'm not saying that any of them right or wrong. I'm saying for me, right, if I am chilling and we having a good time, and whoever walked by and now you gotta have a whole confessional about something. Yeah, we gonna have to have a further conversation because I don't even know who you are at this moment. You done turned into.
Well, I have another question. Would you date sisters? Like if you date one and then later on you found out that they had the same daddy, would you quit dating the other one?
Oh my gosh! You talking about what I did them at the same time?
No, like you dated one sister and then you found out later that you started dating this girl and then you found out they were sisters. They had the same daddy. Would you like break up with them?
No, I'm not breaking up with her. Like for what? I don't know.
I know you didn't know, but now and they know each other. Like they're like you went to the family gathering and you see your ex, and then she's like, "Oh, wait a minute." You would just be like, "Hey, this is what it is."
Yeah, that's what it is. It's nothing I can do. It's the past.
It wasn't that long ago. It was like 6 months.
It don't matter. It could be 6 days.
Damn, you out here just giving out D to the family.
Hey, whoa.
Sister.
Hey, pause.
Sister.
Hey, pause.
Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
It's probably tripping this whole podcast.
I'm trying to ask a question. These are good questions. Listen. Ladies out here be trying to date brothers and cousins and they get all sensitive, but you telling me that you give out D to sisters.
If I am dating you and then you break up with me and then now I'm dating your sister, right? And I find out your sister, and I just found out of nowhere, I'm not gonna break up with her. Why? Not breaking up
Because
with her.
you was just eating
Now
her
hold
box, and
on,
now you trying to eat
hold on.
mine. It's crazy.
I'll say this. The only way that would happen is if me and you have had a child already, right? We had a child already. Then I'd be like, you know what? Nah, I can't date you because like you my child's aunt. Like that don't even look right. You know what I mean?
I know,
In
but
that
you done
situation,
ate everybody's box in the family.
you know. Oh wow.
That's crazy.
Miss,
You didn't try to
Miss Pa-
sample of everybody. It's like Sam's Club to you when you go to family reunion. You didn't have a sample of every bitch in there.
Miss
Wow.
Polly. I think. Listen, I think Miss Polly needs she needs some loving from somebody. I don't know who, but she needs some loving. You know what I mean? She needs some loving because I don't know what's going on
I'm just
today.
asking questions. These are good questions.
You asking questions, all right? You know what I mean?
These are legit
So wait, hold on. So
questions.
what about you? What about you? You find out that they're brothers, but you didn't know. Are you breaking up?
Oh yeah. Oh
You're
yeah. They
breaking up.
gotta go.
Why?
Yeah. Cause I was probably doing something inappropriate with his brother. I don't need them even talking about that. That sounds
What in the
crazy.
world?
Mm-mm. Nope.
I don't.
I
I
will
don't even.
get wean. Now I will say I am possibly I've dated people who were friends.
I can't do this right now. This is
Okay,
good as
I will say that as
it's
happened.
going left. I don't even know. I don't even know. I
And
don't
I
even know
knew it.
how we
I knew
got here.
before. I knew before. I'm gonna take accountability.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how we got here. Okay, you know what I mean. I don't know how we got here, but we have landed somewhere else.
I mean,
In evaluation
I
of
don't
love
think
should
it's
be.
appropriate, but I think the non-blood relations is okay.
Listen, I think either one
No, it's not. They share the same DNA. You basically like half sucked him off already. Basically,
Hey! Pause.
I'm just giving the
Pause.
information out. If you ate somebody's box and they have the same box and
Oh my
they got the
gosh.
same DNA, you didn't already tasted half of them. It's crazy.
Mm, 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 mm.
Stop
I
sampling
don't know.
everybody. This is crazy,
I don't
yo.
know what's going on right now. I have
They
no
from the
idea, y'all.
same. They from
Listen,
the
I
same
didn't know this was gonna happen, ladies and
dealer.
gentlemen. Okay, to the viewing
You know
audience,
how
I had
like
no idea.
you have weed and it's from different people. You know strands. You just took from the same strain. It ain't even a different strain. You know, man, that's wild.
Now she
Crazy,
comparing
yo.
paraphernalia. I have no idea why this is happening. And my thing is that look. I myself, right? I am not. I look. I don't know, man.
I
I don't
can't
know.
sit on everybody's
I don't know,
face.
man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
You can't sit on everybody's face. You can't sit on one man's face and then sit on everybody's face.
Hey.
I'm just saying.
We're not evaluating bodies, we're evaluating love. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, he might want to give mouth to mouth.
hey.
What?
Man,
Mouth to something else. They might do lip to lip resuscitation.
I don't know
And what
what's
I'm
going on with Miss
saying
Polly right
is,
now.
you can't give lip to lip
I think
resuscitation.
the pheromones have hit Miss Polly very hard today. You know
No,
what I
I'm
mean?
saying I think this is valid. You cannot give mouth to lip resuscitation.
Now she's
Lip
talking
to
about
lip
CPR.
lip to lip resuscitation.
Listen, I want to say this, right?
It's
If you live in
relative.
any of the states that she has mentioned, okay, we don't have no hate for Georgia or New York or Cali or Texas or wherever else she mentioned, right? We here at our brand intellectual soapbox, we don't hate anybody. All right, no
I
matter
didn't say I
where
hated
you from,
anybody.
and we want you to find love no matter where you live. All
Yeah, I
right.
know. Just know the love could be possibly from California. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my gosh.
And like I just told you, they be trying to be vegan out there too. Just want y'all to know, you know, they start fires and stuff. You gotta be careful. They sneaky
Huh?
out there. Sneaky out there.
You don't.
Y'all really sneaky out there.
When is fire season in California, Miss Polly? When is it?
It's coming up in July, August.
Oh man, I'm trying.
It's
I'm trying.
dry. They like it
I'm trying.
dry.
Actually, fire season is between the spring and summer, so it's actually now in summertime. Okay,
Oh, that's
not July and
unfortunate.
August. You're wrong, right?
Okay, I'll say I
July,
was wrong. I was trying to, I don't live in that state where they giving out
exactly.
stuff
That's
for
my
free.
whole point.
I
No,
don't live there. I don't live there, but I'm trying to say I know people from there, and people I know from there. I'm just gonna say that they kind of sneaky, and they
mm,
also, I mean, they're not all like bad sneaky. They just like keep private. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, okay, on top of all of that,
everybody has a sense of privacy, though. No matter where you live.
and it's a transit state. It's another one like Florida. It's another one. People go in and out, knock things down, and go about their rounds. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see all them
Wow.
catch a gold digger. You see them girl half naked. They're in California. I'm trying to tell you, they trying to make it big,
Wow.
make it big.
Wow.
Trying to
Wow.
find something, trying
Probably
to
if you
sit on
ever do come
something
out
to
here to
get pregnant
California, you
and
ever
get
come
a
out here to
paycheck.
California, we are definitely meeting in a public place, and there'll be a lot of witnesses there. I'm just gonna say that.
That's fine. The
Um,
witness actually don't help you in California. They don't even care. Act like they don't even see you. They let you do all kinds. That's why the
no,
people
no,
on the
no, no.
street,
There are gonna be witnesses there to protect me from
they're not
possibly
gonna
you.
protect him, y'all. He's telling the fibs. Those people are
No,
there to
no,
watch
they
and
will protect
laugh,
me.
and
They
they're
will
gonna
protect
post
me.
them on Facebook.
They will protect me. They will protect me. They will protect me
They
because
don't. They don't do
you
that. When's the last time you
you are
see
you are
somebody?
dangerous. You are dangerous. You are dangerous.
I just want to know in California when's the last time they had an actual rescue story. I ain't never heard
Wow.
nobody ever get rescued from
Wow.
there. Heard people get
Wow.
kidnapped,
Wow.
taken
Wow.
advantage of. Ain't never heard them actually be helpful in any kind of
I
way.
gotta find a way to make a graphic where it says "Beware Miss Polly."
No.
I gotta find a way to do a
Beware of
graphic.
reality. That's
Beware,
unfortunate.
beware Miss Polly. Or if she does travel to your state, we issue a warning. Warning: Miss
Wow.
Polly is in your state. Please be careful. If you are a man
Wow.
and you are between the ages of,
I'm just trying to be helpful.
especially if you're a black man and you're between these ages, please be careful.
Wow. Don't tell them that. I'm a nice lady. You see how you trying to
Yeah,
mess up?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's messed up. That's some messed up stuff. Ain't nobody do that to you.
Mm-mm.
That's wrong.
And
That's
then
not
three, if you're
cool at
listening,
all.
please, if you bring Miss Polly out here, please make sure that I come with you to the airport. Okay, I will not let you be with her by yourself because I don't want to have to
Wow.
come rescue you.
You make it sound like I'm like some kind of animal. I'm a nice lady, not a predator. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not.
Now. Listen, y'all can go back and watch the show where M3 was talking to her. Shout out to M3. M3 was talking about he talked about flying her out, right? And Miss Polly looked in the camera. She gave a stare, and then she licked her lips. You know what I mean?
I didn't do that. It's
Like she's
lies.
about to eat some rotisserie gold chicken. You know what I mean?
Wow.
She's like,
Wow.
oh, okay,
Listen,
come
let me
on over
tell you
here.
something. First off, it sounds crazy. You cannot butter
Yeah, y'all
toast.
ever seen the movie The Howling with the female vampires, The Howling 2? And the men are coming in there like, yeah, come on in here. And they tear him up. He's lunch.
Listen, listen.
That's
Let
the
me
look she
tell
had
you
on her
something.
face.
Okay. I didn't do nothing to him. Okay. First
Mm,
off, you
mm,
can't
mm.
make water wetter. Okay. That sounds ridiculous. Okay. If he was already wet, he was just wet on his own. Had nothing to do
Uh-uh.
with me. Mm.
Whoa.
Wet dreams are said there for a reason. Y'all be like, oh, wet. That's a girl. No, wet dreams happen to gentlemen, not ladies. Okay.
Hey, you really reaching right to this.
Water's
You really
wet,
reaching right now.
and I can't make
You
it
really reaching
wetter.
right now.
So at this point, it's ridiculous.
Uh-uh.
hmm
He definitely not coming out there. And three, if you're listening, you're not coming out to wherever she's
Just
at.
drink a lot of water and have some aloe.
If you even tell me you booking a flight, I'm canceling your flight. All right. All right.
Wow.
You're not coming out
I
there.
didn't even
Okay.
do
So you
nothing.
know
You
that.
see, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm not. You cannot be with Miss Polly by yourself. Okay. All right.
Wow.
Now the rest of y'all, if y'all want to go out there, it's fine. I don't care. But
Wow.
my brother, I will protect him. You know what I mean? I'll protect him from all harm. You know what I mean? And from getting his soul potentially snatched. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's
Um,
appalling. That's wild. I didn't do nothing to nobody but give out hugs and be
this
nice to
woman has
everyone.
admitted to snatching souls, and then she says, "Wow, this is crazy."
Like, I didn't
But
do any of those things without the willing participation of others.
nobody wants to get their soul snatched, madam. Nobody agrees to
Apparently
that.
they do because they
Ooh,
offer
wow.
it. Offerings are
Oh, they
accepted. Just
offer
want to
it.
all the offerings are accepted. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
You
Wow.
know, It's
I
like a
can't even keep
cash app.
dropping that
I don't
meme because
want
I be
cash
dropping
app.
about this all the time. Man.
I want your inner being.
What in the world? Who are you, the
It costs
Undertaker?
more. But
Are you the
you might have to
Undertaker? What's
delete
going
that.
on
You
here?
might have to delete that out the stream. My bad.
We're not deleting that. That's staying.
Mm,
That's gonna be right in the stream. She
okay.
said
Well,
she
maybe
she, she
somebody
wanted.
will hear it and give me I'll send them
Mm.
some contributions. Mm.
Oh my gosh! Listen, y'all. This has been a wild ride. This is Evaluation of Love episode 18. All right. Thank you guys for viewing and watching. We definitely appreciate y'all. Okay. I will be dropping more content with Miss Polly and with others. You know what I mean, throughout the week and throughout the days. All right. You know what I mean, God willingly,
Listen,
and
he will also
yeah,
drop you if you eat box and you're a lady. Just let y'all know.
I don't know what she's talking about, but anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Okay, you know what I mean. This has been episode 18. You know what I mean. Please, you know what I mean. If this resonates with you, definitely leave a comment. You know what I mean. Subscribe if it resonates with you. Share if it resonates with you. Show us some love. Also, make sure that you guys also are subscribing to Miss Polly Polywright. Okay, you know what I mean. Miss Polly has her own channel. You know what I mean? You have that channel. You have another channel too, Miss Polly. What's the other one name?
Oh, the our cooking channel,
Yes.
Film Flavors and Wisdom.
Make sure you like and subscribe to Film, Flavors, and Wisdom. Okay? It's her and sometimes Roxy is on there too, right?
Yeah,
Salute to Roxy. You know what I mean?
eating
Sometimes
cake.
she's on there as well. You know what I mean? So definitely make sure that you subscribe to Miss Polly Polywright and Film, Flavors, and Wisdom. All right? Show them sisters some love. Show my sister some love. All right? And make sure you like and subscribe to that. Okay? And all the subscribers and all the content creators that you see in the ticker, which I am gonna update really soon. You know what I mean? I gotta update my ticker, but make sure you like and subscribe me to everybody you see in the ticker. All right, and definitely show them people love as well. All right, salute and love to everybody, man. Much love to all of y'all. With that being said, we are out.
The DJ.